Hi, Eric Linask here. We're in Miami, Florida at ITEXPO. In the studio with me today is Michael Toto from Verizon. Michael, thanks for being here. Great to have you.
Thank you, Eric, and appreciate the opportunity.
So, you know, one of the interesting things that I think, and sort of look forward to this conversation today is, Verizon, a very broad business, lots of angles that you take, lots of opportunities that you provide your customers. What's the latest? What are people seeing? What are you offering?
Yeah, Verizon has a very strong value proposition across a lot of their assets that they own or acquired over the years. Terramar Cloud, Verizon has purchased. We know that in the market. Our cloud switch offerings, security services that Verizon is providing, as well as some of our managed certificate and managed security services that Verizon offers over our private infrastructure and global IP network today. In addition, Verizon's also providing a lot of professional services to help us build a stronger portfolio in the market today.
And certainly that is all beyond and above and beyond all of the connectivity, the wireless connectivity that everyone knows about.
Interesting, I left that out, right, on purpose, because most people just associate Verizon with 4G and connectivity. Obviously, our strongest backbone is the wireless network, but applying those to the assets that we have acquired into creating a stronger powered by Verizon solution through our partners that we work with creates a very strong value proposition that allows us to create new market and disruptive market technologies.
It's sort of following on the theory that we've been talking about for years and years is how do carriers ensure that they're more than just a pipe?
Yeah, it's providing the scalability allowance, if you will, globally. So allowing you to leverage and capitalize off the investment, primarily in our space around capitalizing off 4G and LTE, and expanding that type of technology down to the development community to allow them to develop and create vertical type solutions that allow you to create a stronger value proposition with potential for additional growth opportunities, creating and saving time, expanding, automating, eliminating different processes.
So really, that opens up an awful lot of opportunities for you. Where do you start?
So with Verizon, we're very excited. We are entering into the peer-to-peer sharing of economies space. And this year, we will be launching our new product called Verizon AutoShare. And Verizon AutoShare will allow you to rent a vehicle anytime, anywhere by utilizing some of these technologies, our security services, our cloud services, as well as our application services through some of our partners. So you can rent a vehicle anytime, anywhere. And this solution will allow you to scan a vehicle via a barcode and unlock, lock, track the vehicle, geofencing availability, as well as start the vehicle. So there's a lot of use cases that are available through our platform and through our partners that we're working with.
Who's going to benefit from this kind of a vehicle sharing capability?
Yeah, many use cases, right? If you think about the ability to rent your own assets, depending on your inventory that you own, and being able to have that available for other folks to find what they're looking for and rent it, share it. It's become an on-demand type of society. I want when I want, what I want, when I want it. So we view many use cases across dealerships. If you bring your vehicle into a dealership today, they want to improve their customer service index scores by staying connected with your vehicle and the maintenance and what activities are happening. So you can then go rent another vehicle on their lot, scan it, pick a vehicle, maybe add additional services like Wi-Fi to that experience, and be alerted and communicated with while the vehicle is being maintained, so you know what's happening. There's also additional use cases, too, if you think about the rental car industry and fuel consumption, or being able to rent a vehicle right after you get off the plane and go right to the vehicle, unlock it, start it, and go. Many other use cases for corporate and private fleets, too. If you think about asset utilization and being able to utilize and understand not only where your assets are, but how can I get a better sharing opportunity to actually share those assets when they're not being used.
So you mentioned very accurately that we've really become an on-demand kind of society where we don't want to wait for whatever it is that we need. That kind of is one of the driving factors that's helped make companies like Lyft and Uber so popular. Is this in any way a competitive type of service?
Absolutely not. We look at those companies as disruptive technologies that have changed the way we've lived. And Verizon, we want to provide additional value to those types of services where you have a secure connection, you have an infrastructure availability into data and managed services, as well as provide additional feature sets, that allow different use cases for those types of companies to grow, utilizing the assets that we've been able to acquire worldwide.
This sounds like just the tip of the iceberg, that the technology here really can be extended to any business with any kind of assets it might want to and might be able to leverage.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a very exciting space for us right now. We categorize this as peer-to-peer sharing. If you think about what we've talked about is the vehicle sharing, but it's much bigger than that. It can be sharing across many different use cases. You can think about heavy equipment. You can think about agriculture. You can think about recreation and other types of opportunities to expand peer-to-peer sharing. And people are going to want more, and the ownership versus usership model is happening right here in front of us as we're sitting here. More and more folks moving into the cities, wanting to rent a vehicle when they want it, for an hour, for 3 hours, for the day, or rent an asset for a time frame and not own it because I have to deal with the maintenance and the other items that come with owning assets. So this will expand, and we see that having that type of capability, especially with the millenniums of the world now, that they are impatient like us, and they want what they want when they want it. And we should be able to provide that to them utilizing the assets we have.
And they want to get those assets and get their hands on them using their mobile devices.
That's right. At the palm of your fingers,
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do everything from their device. So if I leave my home and I forget my wallet, I'm going... I don't necessarily go back, but I'll go back for my phone.
Absolutely true. Certainly seeing more and more of that. Michael, great chatting with you. Thank you so much for being here on the program with us.
Thank you, Eric.